Players off the point. Mack staying alive as long as he can. What a beautiful flank this could be. The second. Oh, God, the round's gone.
They are. Brent has an opportunity. There's the first.
Oh.
There's the second. Turns on him.
Still, if fire works out, do you get any more? Yeah, that is 5. The Young Guns in round 11. Can they come around the corner in time? And you bet we will.
It's been a wild day 3, huh? We had so close to Championship Sunday, but I'm going to keep it quick. It's the final match of the night. We're going to get into it, and this is a battle of villains. You got Classic coming in on one side. Spart, we've seen what he's done all weekend long, but it is Guerrillas. It is Surge. Let's meet the teams. We're going to kick it off with Los Angeles Guerrillas. Huke, Spart, Asim, and Slasher.
Nobody expected them to make it this far. They've beaten Ultra, they've beaten Ravens, 2 European teams. Now they're ready to take down an NA Titan in Seattle Surge. They could potentially get top 4 with a win here. Can the Wonder Boy Spark get them to a W?
We'll see if the Wonder Boy can do it on one side. Now we're going to see how Nicky D is going to come in and fill on the other. Let's take a look at the other side of the matchup. It is Seattle Surge. Simp, accuracy, the one and only Nicky D, and Pred.
And of course, Classic is up on stage now. This squad needs a big start to this series, but again, possibly one of the best squads in the game after the Atlanta FaZe series. It should be a good one.
Here we go, one more match to close out the night before Championship Sunday. For the final time, up to our casters. Miles, Chance, have a lovely one.
Have a lovely one. Thank you very much, Clip. Oh, ladies and gentlemen here in the venue, thank you for sticking out with us. We're coming up on, we're getting close enough to the witching hour here in the Call of Duty World, so we can promise you a special and fun one. You're the real ones. You're the real ones, Minnesota. Thank you for staying with us. They're very friendly. Right, mate, let's get into this one. This is a very interesting matchup and what has been a very interesting weekend.
Dude, a completely insane weekend. I mean, day 1 was a day of 3-0s. Day 2, like April Fools, really lived up to his names. I mean, we had trolls all day long, especially in S&D. Even today, we've seen like Octane go 0-9. They win that map. It has been ridiculous. I saw OpTic get booed, which is the first time I've literally ever seen it. And now the battle for top 4 is 2 different teams with substitute players, because another crazy thing, players literally puking in the middle of map. So this is going to be a tournament to remember for sure, just because of the sheer insanity of it. But here we go, 5 maps. Do you want predictions for it? We have to, like, substitute players on the flip side. I mean, for LAG, I suppose good news is you've played these maps a bunch with Spart. You've seen a ton of Tuscan. That's 5 out of the 9 maps that they have played throughout the major, granted across a couple different game modes. But hey, Spart, he knows what he's going to be doing on the map. They've had time to fill it in. Of course, Seattle filling in with Classic. His gunny will be hot. He has been playing in challengers all day long, including yesterday, so he's bringing the gun skill, but obviously not easy to fit into a brand new system. But you know what the deal is for Seattle. Love to rotate and love to hold on to it when they get it. See if Classic can provide.
It's an interesting tale of 2 substitutes. You know, you've got this up-and-coming hero in Spart. You've got this old legend in Classic. And they're going to have to try to be the saviors for their teams here. It's not going to be an easy thing to do either way, but before we get into this matchup, Chance, I mean, the stats are out the window. I mean, we do have a little bit more information, of course, because LAG have had more time with Spart, but it can't make such a significant impact on the stats. There has been a slight issue there, as you can see. Asim warming his hands momentarily. We'll get back into this one ASAP. Friends, we know it's late. We want to get on with the games while the Midnight Oil is burning, but so are the players, obviously.
you know, I saw some split opinions on the desk about who they're like favoring. At least my 2 cents, I'd have to imagine LAG are going to be in a better spot. Like, Nameless made a fantastic point. Yes, Seattle played out of their minds against Atlanta FaZe. Like, they took them down to the absolute wire, even had that 5-4 lead in that final S&D. But it's just for the fact that you have an extra couple series playing with the substitute. Smart, again, they've had these maps quite a few times. They're used to having it for the Tuscan. So I just think having that advantage of not having to literally on 30 minutes, an hour and a half, whatever it is, notice to play with the player. I mean, at best, I'd say for Seattle, maybe get 3 or 4 maps in with Classic.
Yep.
Is that, and who knows if they're even playing the right maps, let alone the fact that they had to talk over S&D strats. So, I mean, for Classic, it is almost like a money aid series where LAG, I think, just a little bit more comfortable. And obviously, we talked about the Tuscans that they're used to. Even that Berlin hardpoint they've already played in this tournament, and it's one of LAG's stronger suits. So I'm leaning towards lag.
Don't forget though, it may be a money ace, you know, matchup. It's a lot of money. We're late in the tournament now, mate.
Very true.
So this should be fun. Here we go. Map number 1 in this series. Again, loser goes home. I also wonder, I mean, at this point in time, this late into the night, who did Seattle get to scrim against? Or if they did get a chance to scrim, what teams were still around at this point? That's another one. So, hey man, we're making the best of a very bad and unusual, unprecedented situation here in the COD League, and we're all about first. Here we go, friends! LAG, Seattle Surge, map number 1, let's get it.
And Classic, always a fun player to watch. When he needs to turn up, he delivers. I mean, he is honestly one of the more consistent players throughout Call of Duty history. He had like a 4-year stretch where he's winning tournaments in nearly every title. Well, here we go for him on Vanguard. And hey, nice little opening 2-piece. Seattle already in the point.
Yeah, that's fine for now. Purple arrows on the minimap, that's Los Angeles Guerrillas now. And Classic trying to get things done. Again, the trend-setting changes we've seen in this tournament alone. Of course, the Vault making this very much a triumphant appearance here in games. And Tuscan being one of the maps where it's getting very, very, you know, mixy, I would say. But in onto the hard point, once again, we go. Seattle Surge, the only team to really crack this one. LAG yet to get on the point, yet to find time. Rotations going down, no chance. Not a bad hard point either way for the first side of Seattle Surge. Over towards second, we go over to Column, and it's all LAG.
And obviously, if you're down, what, you know, 42 points going into the New Hill, LAG looking for a strong bounce back. And Spark, the man with the Volt, trying to lead that charge. Gets at least 1 entry kill, and I think right now for LAG, they know the pressure is either coming from the back or coming from Church Alley, and I think Spark gets the indication on 1. Making the easy reads on Classic. Yes, he gets traded. Well, that's good enough. They break into the hill. Seattle, because Simp picks up 2, instantaneously get into the P2 hardpoint.
Here we go. Who's trying to find a few more? Keep that pressure up and about. The Seattle Surge still holding on to it. No one able to make the entries. 35 seconds remaining here. You do not want to let this time go. What bloody hell just happened there? I'm not sure. Spark gets taken down. Slasher again trying to find trades. Here comes the first contest. Classic still keeping things going. A sweet 2 spree from him. Man, he's really coming hot indeed. 5 and 3 off the rip. Not a bad look. And the scoreline is something special right now, Chance.
I mean, you bully him out of this hard point. You just keep running that lead up. Now, LAG will have at least the early rotation towards new, but you already see players like Simp sort of cutting them down along the way. And these rotational gunfights, well, if you have the hops for it, it could be easier, but now Simp will be a bit delayed. He found an opening pass number 1, but honestly, LAG, a couple players here, nice and early, need a stronghold.
Simp's the point man right now, trying to find the opening shots. There's the first. Big work, not enough to get rid of Sparta though. Still keeping things going there on the point. Time ticking now in favor of LAG. Asim somehow managing to find a kill there. The nades coming through though, and it's a little bit of a mess.
Wow.
A little bit of cluster luck as the nades all land, and it's going to be some team kills across the board. You've still got presence now for Surge.
And that is 2 completely botched rotations for LAG. The first one, they sort of get bullied out. Simp's picking up pieces. That time, I mean, just the team kill with the nade does not make your life easy, though. 4 players spawn in the back, and right now, Seattle not entirely ready for the pressure. Simp, though, going to be screaming these call-outs, but by the time he can get it out, it looks like a near 4-man wipe. Red takes 2 to the grave, but even still, might not be enough. I think right now, Seattle battling for this scrap, and hey, they're just going to take it. This will be, by the way, though, for LAG, what, the 3rd hill in a row? They get that rotation first, but Simp again on these rotations, winning the important gunfight.
That's a big gunfight to win. Pred wins the other one, so his counterpart on the inside of Church gets his as well. 6 now for Pred. We've seen him do this before. Fast moving indeed. A great spree comes to a close. Hard points up. Time now going the way of LAG. It is going to be the golden purple in the hard point, accumulating that time.
And finally, well, Seattle right now, as LAG finally getting the time, 4-man towards the back. Completely unaware for the moment. Huke's going to be screaming those call-outs though. Everybody turn around or let Spark chop you down along the way. The nade's there to drop him, but inside the point, easy trades for the rest of LAG. And Well, right now for Seattle, still spawning towards the back, but finally the Guerrillas able to stabilize and get a little bit of time.
Yeah, boom, Nicky D gives him one there. Here comes Spartan once again for another 2 out of this one. Not going to have it as Sib up close and personal with the MP40 now over to the point. Sib once again helped out accuracy, find the kills. A sweet nade from Slasher. Gets a tag, no more kills, that's fine. For now, the church will come to a close. That's all finished. Our next hard point up, number 5, and again, for now, LAG first in.
And 4 for 4, by the way, of out-rotating your opponent, but they are down by 60 because they cannot hold on to it. Well, already defeat, Classic picks up 2. LAG might get there first, and maybe Classic doesn't quite have that one, so Huke delivering. LAG finally, you could say, win that rotation for the first time and have a nice little setup over towards B5.
Superstar sub comes in, helps them out get the lead for now. Let's go for a quick listen in and see if they can maintain it with Seattle Surge.
I'll stay in the mid.
Nothing many.
There's
There's
side.
side.
I'm one shot.
I'm one shot as well.
There's side. Watch mid up. I need their side.
One more ace on their side.
We their side.
To their side, guys.
Well up to this.
To their side, guys.
Their side, absolute NATO.
To their side. To their side. I need to watch out.
No. Go on.
One more side. I have their side. I have the door.
Well,
top broken pitch.
Top broken pitch.
Top broken pitch. Alright. Continue. I spawned spot, guys.
We challenge. I need him more. Yeah, challenge.
I'm the roof, guys. One more.
Back out your mid.
I'm leaving.
Slash on ASM. ASM is slash.
They're ready on you. They're ready on you.
I'm gonna pitch him, okay?
There's only 2 there. They con. One shot. They con. One shot. Sim.
And one's on church.
Dig Austin.
Alright, one's mid Argon.
They said it's spawn tree. All church.
Yeah, sit in Nero time.
Yep.
I'm pinching.
Nade time. Take your time on the pinch.
I'm bottom church. Top church. I'm seeing it corner church.
We got time.
Is that close wall? You.
close wall.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. Nice.
I'm playing a bit here.
I'm sliding Adrian. Hit that. I'm not with you. Con corner. One shot. Con corner. Nice. I'm coming with you guys.
Maps are running.
Challenge you, Dave. I'm on shot.
You know, Miles, one of the difficulties of bringing in a sub-player, however many times we've seen it this year, outside of PaulEhx, it's normally 0.5s that get dropped because of how difficult it is, but right now, Classic is the main slayer in the lobby, and not only that, because he's not the young gun, he's the veteran with the experience, you get the good comms, you get the small talk, and honestly for Seattle, you are getting a ton of success. They're poised to get these final 20 seconds of scrap, gonna have a 70-point lead going into new. Seattle, honestly, they just look comfortable.
Very comfortable indeed, as again, they've got themselves a little bit of hard point time. And once again, Classic, he takes on his substitute counterpart on the other side of the board. Spot brings him down, time going the way of Seattle Surge. Rotations now all about, and as you can see, all 4 points of the map, that's all covered up now for LAG. Rotations once again, but it has been the breaks of Surge that have been the game changer.
Finally, Huke's able to win a couple on the rotation. I feel like Sib has been that guy for Seattle for quite some time, but P2 stable for the first 50. Zakatu continues it for a moment, and the trades are in, but look at the nade from Classic, able to take away at least an extra couple seconds, but LAG still holding on as Seattle trying to group up through church.
LAG doing what they can to get the back. Oh wait, who made it? Spread made it through the back. Classic's made it through the front. Under on the hard point already. That's going to be the break right now for Seattle Surge. They've got themselves time. 25 remaining here on column. Rotation won't have to go down for quite some time, as again, most of that map's going to be LAG once again, but the breaks have been there. Not enough of a comeback has been mounted here, Chance. You've still got a solid lead out of Seattle Surge, and here goes the rotations. And it's your boy, Nicky D. He's on a slow and a smooth one.
Well, right now, I think Asim might be the player for LAG to try to find this opening. He's cleared out the roof side of things. He's got a teammate backing him up, but all the way in the back is Classic. He's got to hold on to the spawns, but he gets gunned. But hey, Sib's there for the trades, because again, Sib is able to pick up 2. But now the question is, do they read these roof spawns? For the moment, it's looking like not, but accuracy, he will let his team know.
Hold them down. Still, here comes the 3-man hit through the backside of tiles. Now from LAG into accuracy. They go first up, drop. Who gets brought down? Spot, last man alive at the back line, trying to find something here, and all he's doing is just keeping the attention, I suppose, and there it is, accuracy. The 2 spree comes to a close. Nice kills. Time still going the way of Surge. They've locked down P3 in a big way, forced LAG into one lane, and they are giving them the hands.
In LAG, though, they're forced to fight for this. Yes, you want to rotate, but this is way too much time at this old hill to really give up. And hey, good news for a moment, Asim wins a gunfight, but you're getting back down, and now you're going to be stuck with a bad spawn going into new. They collect the final 12, but they are losing that foot race to new, and already number 5, Sib, trying to be the cutoff man, and again, the rotational gunfights, he comes out on top.
Here we go. This has to be a big one out of LAG. We need to see the breaks. We need to see them get inside of church now. 3 players on the outside, looking to find something. Spark with the opener. Now you've got one way in. tags their teammate. On we go. Classic accuracy finding the kills. Spark can only do so much. The last man on the back. Over to the front side is Huke. He comes in from upstairs. He gets a couple before being brought down. And again, Seattle Surge retain control. And here we go. 20 points for the win. It could all end here on Church.
Someone's got to turn up. Asim trying to bully his way through the front. He can be a superstar at times, and he gets team-nated again. He's got teammates around, but the wipe is in. His Pred picks up 2, and that is the story of this game. Is Seattle 10 seconds from the dub.
Oh, Pred's gonna read it, pushes the front out, tries to find a few more, time ticking. Seattle Surge, one last hit from LAG, and oh, Simp guns him down. Map number 1 comes to a swift close. The Seattle Surge taking the task on Tuscan.
And for Classic, just another day in the office. I mean, he has more experience than I don't know how many different players that are currently in the Pro League, and he delivers, fills into the role perfectly, and again, you hear the small talk is on point. He's, I mean, at least at one point was leading the lobby in slaying, but for me, the biggest thing of that is, at least for the first 4 hills, and it seemed fairly consistent throughout the game, LAG were winning the rotational battles, getting broken instantly, time and time again, but hey, there you go, 26 for Classic. He's up there with the damage as well. Completely absurd game as they were just breaking hill after hill after hill. And obviously for LAG, sloppiness, right? A couple teammates come through to disrupt it just a little bit, but they could not hold on for the life of them.
Very tough looks out of LAG there in map 1. Across the highlights, we will see some sweet multi-kills. Again, Classic opening up the map in a wonderful way. Straight off of the, the challenger's defeat, right into the main role off the substitute, and a man finds himself in a sweet spree. Spart as well. Couple of nice kills either side, but honestly, not the most dominant performance we've seen out of LAG. They're a much more dynamic team. They're much more explosive, especially in these high-stakes matches. And now that their backs are firmly against the wall, we will see truly what they are made of here with this roster again. A late one for you, Call of Duty fans. We appreciate you sticking this one out. It is bound to be a bloodbath.
And we did get word from our stats guy, Carson, very quick with it. LAG won every single rotation except for the final 2. And I mean, we saw the scoreline, especially how that game started. LAG won that original rotation of P2, got blown out immediately. Same thing over towards Found, and they were down, what, 110 points to 20. They dug themselves in a hole, and you cannot afford to be sloppy because we already saw from Seattle, the gunny is hot, and so many key gunfights won. I feel like Sid was incredibly consistent on every single rotation. Just efficient work coming out of Surge.
Massive work indeed. And again, we got some passionate fans in the crowd. You in the front row, let's get it. It's going to be a big, big game. The Search and Destroy is on its way in a brief moment. And again, for LAG, a must-win right now. We'll see this series go the distance because every single match today has been a Game 5. Why stop now? All the way to the finish line. Come on, Call of Duty League. Let's go. Still though, mate, we do have a good look though. And again, across social media, sub versus sub. This is A-Man here. Rampart versus Volk. What a throwback. Classic v Spark. For those of you who don't know, again, the Rampart was a very formidable assault rifle from the Black Ops 4 days. The Classic, I think they want to chip with it.
He was ahead of the meta, right? It was
way ahead of the meta.
With FMJ2 back in the day where you could, I mean, not double up on the attachments, but they got like superpowers, I guess. But he had that secret to success. They win that tournament. And again, it was not just Black Ops 4. I think it was literally a 4-year stretch, partly through the Jetpack era, where Classic would win at least one tournament every single year. Looney and Slack also in that category. So he is certainly a legend within the scene, on top of the fact that he has FaZe's number for whatever reason. And maybe that would have been the secret in the previous series. But that being said, played phenomenally well map 1. And honestly, took the Volk down.
Honestly, we talked about this briefly in the Green Mill. It's been the talk of the town. Twitter's been blowing up. But if Mack didn't play in that series and it was Nicky D and he did manage to beat FaZe, the memes would have been out of control for years and years and years. It would have been something special. But either way, this is where we find ourselves here in the league. We are going to be rolling into that Search and Destroy in just a moment. And it has been a crazy weekend. The recap, you brought me to a standstill, mate. And the crazy scenes we have seen this weekend alone. It's not even the end of the week. We've still got another day tomorrow, mate.
Funnily enough, actually, now that you mentioned that, so we talked about Octane going to 0-9, but his team's still winning. I think it was Classic. Classic was the OG back at Ghost. He went 0-11 for the dub. I mean, just unreal performance. So yeah, storied player, little legend of the scene, and obviously he was that guy map 1, but towards the Tuscan S&D we go. Sort of bad news for LAG. I believe they are 1-4 on this map overall, but funnily enough, their one win did come with Spark playing as the substitute. Of course, on the flip side, 5-0 for Seattle. Obviously, they got to find a way to fill in Classic and try to orchestrate him on exactly where to go, or maybe just play around him, whatever the shot wants to be. They have been perfect on this map, but now things get just a little bit mixier.
Well, that was the strat indeed when it came to Spark joining LAG. It was kind of let him do his thing, the rest of the team will work around you. We'll see if that's the case again for Seattle Surge. See where that sniper over towards the A side of the map. Tags are up. Slash is going to do what he can to keep Pred at bay, and he will do just that. Mid-map becomes a little bit safer now for LAG, but Asim finds an accuracy, cleans him up. 4v2 now, Surge blue now.
And no one else turned around. Yeah, they were not worried about the full flank. Classic for the 1v4.
Here we go.
Imagine.
Here he goes, though. Ah, come on. LAG, decisive round. And again, just watch the flanks. That's all they really needed to do there, and it was a little bit of discourse maybe, relying on the snipes to get the hits. The first blood didn't go their way. Asim top fire, you name it. Strong round out of LAG.
I don't know if that's quite what John Lennon was talking about with that song, but man, if Classic pulled off one, no, I mean, you are correct though. Just a great play call coming out from LAG, hyper aggressive on the flanks and sending way more than just Asim to take care of business, and nice way to sort of set the tone, bounce back after that game one. LAG getting on the board.
Round 2, LAG now on offense. Oh, and we're going to run into each other over towards A, friends. Here comes the shot. Spark with the opening kill. Automaton in hand. Classic gets involved as well. There's the trades. Whoa, Nicky D goes down. And Spark once again, he's got himself 2 already. How much more has he got left in the tank? Quick exchange out of Simp. He's bobbing, weaving, trying to stay alive. And this is for the ace. Bang! Spark nails it.
Was that actually the ace? He got
all 4, baby.
The Kobe from downtown, a couple nice reads in the intro gunfights as well. You're talking about how well Classic was performing map 1. The sub battle might very truly be the case. An ace in round 2 for the kid. I mean, if nothing else, just to hammer it home, he has played phenomenally well. You have LAG, I mean, obviously a fairly strong stage 2, through the qualifiers, and when they bring him on, he ends up passing the eye test, man. He has been incredible. I just say for the fact that LAG won a single series, that's tippable, and well, it's not just one that they were able to pull off. Here they are, battling for top 4.
Let's see if he can keep the run going. The hand is hot indeed. He's still maintaining that long-range gunfight over towards A versus Sib. Meanwhile, Classic got himself enough space now to get the bomb down. Pred's in his corner. Loves it there. Bomb planted now. Here comes a straight-up 4v4 retake. 2 members of LAG on the flank. We'll see how they go there. Spark, can you keep the spree going? The answer is no. Classic wins a big one.
The sub battle take him down, but the flank is still through. LAG still hyper-aggressive on the flank, but funnily enough, with the bomb down, you've just turned the map on its head. And only 25 seconds left on the clock. LAG, they got to make moves.
Who's seen him? Classic gets absolutely ripped off the heady. 20 seconds. And Pred, he's got to go big here. Trying to catch out. Huke does indeed get it now. It's a 1v1, 15 seconds on the clock. Asim, where could he be right now? And Pred has got to keep an eye on the bomb, try to keep things going. Is he going to check anything right now? And here he goes, roundabout. Big kills. Pred flies around the corner at max speed, guns in.
I think Asim was pre-firing in that moment, by the way. I think he just straight up guessed where Pred was coming from. And I mean, funnily enough, he may have guessed correct, but yeah, too easy of a play call there from Pred. Nice little 1v2, but obviously, he just gets handed Huke on a silver platter. Pred clutches those every day of the week with that little time on the clock.
It's the thunder from down under rolling across Tuscan there. You must have heard him plodding all the way from the defending to the attacking spawn. Not a whole lot he could have done there. Asim gets put down. Seattle Surge managed to get themselves on the board. And here we go. Super aggressive round out of both Pred and Classic now flying through mid. Nice nades out of Asim, first blood.
Yeah, Asim, I think, just had the information coming through P5, but he does get caught. Classic is there, and Huke, he passed. He's got to go back and pick up that bomb, and he gets that in hand. They had the man advantage, and Classic and accuracy nowhere near each other, but 2 players very capable of the clutch. But Classic right now surrounded, playing aggressive and catches Spark 2v2.
Slowly but surely, they're pulling this one back. Bomb with a smart move, crossover towards the inside of Church now, maybe making their way towards B. We'll see, though. It's a 1-1 split right now for the players of Surge. Again, one player looking over towards B, one over towards A. Classic now is about to run into trouble. Huke and Slasher, they get the kills. Accuracy now knows it's on. But if there's one person you want in a 1v2 clutch, it's this man on your screen.
Oh, you already know. That the most nerve-wracking thing. You get the kill. Okay, they got him. They got him. No time to set it up, but that's one of those moments where you get that kill, you say, all right, 2v1, who's left? You hear Accuracy's name, it's like, oh, okay, we got to focus. And great work coming out of Slasher too. I mean, obviously it's accuracy, loves those power positions. Go and make sure you clear those out. So nice reads coming out of LAG and Slasher as well. I would say looking pretty good on the Tuscan S&D.
I would say that Slasher is one of those guys as well. You would expect to know, Activis's tendencies, long-time teammates, friends for a while. I mean, they've been around the block many, many times. GA Enforcers, you name it. Interesting looks though. Chance just pointed to the monitor again. Simp and accuracy yet to get on the board. Let's see if they can find it here in this round. Here comes Simp. No, not for that round. And Pred goes down as well.
And it's the double donuts right now. They're looking to clutch this 2v4.
Oh, Huke.
Not the double donuts. I apologize. Well, there's one of them. Accuracy is going to fall. Slasher gets the next one, and Classic very much not on the donut cam.
No, he's been putting in work, but now this is another 1v4. He managed to get 1 kill last time round. How many will get here? He does have the bomb. There's a consolation there, but LAG are roaming the map together. Classic's about to get monkeyed. Wait a minute. That's a lot of damage. There we go. Nails it. Strong round once again. LAG looking great here on Tuscan.
Yeah, maybe 300, 350 damage distributed out, but not a single kill. But again, Classic just left it too difficult of a spot, and Guerrillas once again just like hyper, well, not even really hyper aggressive, just kind of easy reads it feels like for the S&D there, and I think we are maintaining double donut cam right now for Surge. Accuracy yet to get in the mix. Sib also struggling just a little bit. 0-10 combined. But if they can get things going, 4-1 lead, it's nice to have, but it's not super safe.
Huke's been the man on the flanks to me every round. 6-2, 6-3 now. Pred gets going. Sib with a nice 2 this round as well. Brilliant stuff out of him. Slasher now on the 1v4, seemingly hopeless. What a shot on accuracy that was. Sib, though. Hot hands indeed. They keep the run going.
And that is the best thing. I mean, it's been a staple in Call of Duty for years and years and years. When you are on the donut cam, just getting 1 gives you that confidence. Well, Sib goes there and picks up 3, and even just being aggressive on defense, outer A. If you're not finding kills but making calls like that, I mean, Sib, he's always ice cold. There's no doubt about it.
One of the more composed players in the league, although he's a lot of fun in those post-match interviews. Choice words for his oppositions and for his opponents in the crowd. Here we go, though. 4-2. LAG still maintaining a strong advantage here on Tuscan. Search and destroy. Accuracy opening blood there on Huke. And Spar, on the other end of that A site, manages to get away with his life for now. Slasher, nades, tags, you name it, all up and about. Asim managed to land at least 1 with a rat there. Going to get at least a kill. 2 lives now up for LAG. It's going to be Spartan Slasher alive, still kicking versus Accuracy, Classic, and Pred.
And they should know. I think both players actually fired their guns, so they have the intel, and players making moves. Pred's down low. Did get to top fire, but you get the bomb down in time, and Classic gets away. Big moment right there, Surge. 3 versus 2 with the bomb down. They know where the players are.
Oh, Pred spotted Slasher. This is done. Cleaned up. Last player now directly beneath him is going to be a swarm, but again, Spark could possibly make something happen here. 30 seconds to work with. It's not going to be easy. It just got that bit easier now, though. He's equipped for the fight.
Oh, he's so loud.
20 seconds, I know. He's thumping around. Accuracy didn't necessarily need to see him. I think it was because his teammate heard him.
I've heard players have this discussion about the difference between online and LAN, of whether or not you run Ninja in Search and Destroy. Like online, you can hear everything all the time, so you have to throw that perk on, but on LAN, it helps dodge the nades. So you take it away and throw on Fortified, but in this environment, in this moment, I feel like Ninja might honestly benefit you a little bit more because he absolutely got heard from the player sitting in you.
I'd have to say that, the last major we saw LA Thieves throw some of the most precise nades to nearly eliminate Atlanta FaZe in a really exciting matchup. And again, with all his nades, you had to start considering Fortified and start considering this. Here comes the headbutt. Classic trying to fly forward. Oh my, stun connects, doesn't see the player, managed to parkour his way down into the courtyard. Nades are up still. Asim trying to fight. No, brought down. Classic now, top window side. Huke's trying to get away with his life. He has his teammate there to back him up. Slash is there with the shots. Big kill on a Pred, 3v3.
Massive kill just to get that bounce back because that bomb is down in well. If you do not clear out P5, picking that up would not be an easy task. And even still not an easy task. Sib with the beamer. Advantage towards Surge, and again, still got to go pick up that bomb.
Spartan Huke now working in tandem to try to recover the bomb, but also have to contend with Classic on the other side of this one. And he's dipped out just in the nick of time. Oh, he's come back for revenge. He gets 1 out of it. And Sib with the immaculate teamwork for Seattle Surge. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I'd say Classic was on the roster full time. They're looking very clean. We're all tied up.
Delivers the gunny. I mean, there are quite a few veteran players. I know the general consensus seems to be you look for the young guns, but I think there's plenty of vets that absolutely still have plenty of gas in the tank, and Classic certainly on that list. Nice gunfight wins there, and nice strats coming out of Surge. I mean, they were, what, a 4-1 deficit that they were trying to claw their way out of. You had 2 players on Donuts, Accuracy and Sib, started 0-5, but Sib with a complete and utter turnaround. Accuracy picking up a couple first bloods. And you're tied 4-4, but there's Slasher trying to get the momentum back towards his team. Pred evens up the odds, but LAG aggressive on the flank again. Here comes Huke.
They're flying forward indeed. Huke's still got that back covered, but now over towards the B-bomb site we go. 2 members now of LAG trying to make their way forward, and it's going to be Pred.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, it's going to be Spar, and it's going to be Slasher to take care of Pred. Life advantage going the way of LAG, and I love this play out of Spar. Hold the line, indeed. Accuracy now, big nade up towards the back. Classic might be able to pick up the players who are damaged. Does not connect.
Hey, he's going to get shot in the back. There's no way he reads this. Huke just sprinting straight at him, and there you go. Classic in a 1 versus 3. They know where he is, and he's able to dip out. Funnily enough, he has the
Here they
bomb.
come.
So you actually, LAG playing aggressive. I was going to say, maybe he could catch him sprinting. Because LAG, even in a 3v1, don't want him to plant, but there you go. That was 3 in a row for Surge. LAG bounce back. Slasher gets the first blood. Nice little strat call just to have 2 players back up towards the tank. And I think as soon as they catch Pred overextending just for a moment, seals the deal on that round. LAG, 1 away.
I think Spark's merchandise could do with a little bit of work. I think that one may have been homemade. We may never know.
I've seen Kanye West make a shirt like that.
Map point, LAG, and the trades are abound in the opening set of kills. Slasher having himself a great map, 9 and 5 on a 3 spree right now. Aggression towards B. It's all going to be on Accuracy to spot these players out. ASAP sees at least 1. Here comes the tags, a big kill out of Asim. LAG now pushing the pressure. Classic, what can you do in this spot?
And this is where you slow it down, I think. Just playing for kills, they're doing exactly that. Asim gets the next one. 1 versus 3 for Classic. Again, he gets caught in LAG. Bounce back in the search and destroy. The battle of the substitute players continues.
And this saga may well and truly go late into the night. Spar's mum, we saw her in the crowd a moment ago, but there you go. What a beautiful sentiment, and there we have it. The dream's still alive, we're still going. It could be a long night ahead of us indeed, but there we go. The search and destroy comes to a close, 6-4. It felt like a long one, but at the end of the day, strong work out of the LAG players early on. They did concede a lot of rounds back to back though. It got a real dicey there towards the end. LAG still come out on top.
And a lot of aggressive play calls, certainly early on, that sort of set the tone. I think Seattle Surge, no surprise, not entirely comfortable trying to make a change and like adjustments on this short of notice. I mean, I think Classic was left in what, 2 different 1v4s, 2 different 1v3s. So I think, again, it is incredibly difficult to try to fit a player into your system. And that's true for Guerrillas, let alone the hour that Seattle Surge have had to work with. So I think just a tough one for them for their first loss on Tuscan S&D.
Interesting enough, again, for LAG, the biggest issue they had with Spark coming in the team was always going to be search and destroy. In the long run story now we have in this tournament, the fact that they're managing to win a 6-4 against a squad like Surge, even with the substitute of Nicky D, who gave him the hands there in the Tuscan. It's an interesting look. We'll see how far Los Angeles Guerrillas could go. Gavutu Control coming up. Crowder with an absolute bang in tweet there. Spartan Classic teaming for challenges this event, and now they're playing each other for top 4. Placed top 16 in challenges as well. He did. That's not bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, he came right in, hot as hell. I forgot to get in there, though, the crying, laughing emoji. But hey, that's absolutely fine. We're going to go to a quick break, friends. When we come back, we've got ourselves a Gavutu Control. This is bound to be an absolute treat. Hope you're comfortable and snug. We may be going deep into the night. We'll be right back.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Mountain Dew. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Zenny. Armor your eyes with Block's gaming glasses starting at $24 by visiting zenny.com/CDL.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to take a quick look now at our Game Fuel Tactical Play Chance. This one was a banger.
And this is the accuracy 1v2, just one of those moments where it's like, oh my God, he's going to clutch, isn't he? But you just have that information. You know who you're playing against. You know if there's one guy hanging over towards like A, accuracy will be roaming from the other side. So just good reads on picking him up top church. And I mean, really, just anytime you have the opportunity to not let accuracy clutch, you're feeling better about yourselves. And I mean, that honestly could have been one of those rounds where Surge started to turn things around a little bit earlier. Instead, accuracy had the donut for the first, 5-6 rounds. And I think that helped LAG win that game.
That changes absolutely everything, indeed. But now we're going to change everything, move into a completely different game mode. We're going to control, friends. This is map number 3 here. We're tied up 1-1 after what has been, an interesting turn of events. Again, nothing could have predicted. No one could have prepared us. We could have predicted none of this. It's been a wild Major 2. And again, Røkkr, congratulations on putting on a crazy tournament. The fans here have been amazing. You've all been wonderful. Thanks for staying with us in the night. And again, I saw some European fans tweeting us early mornings for you lot. I pray that you haven't got a lot on this weekend. You know what? You shouldn't. It's Call of Duty League, baby. Let's get it. Here we go, though, into our next map, Gavutu Control. If we have to go the distance chance, and dare I say it, it feels like one of those series. A Game 5 again, potentially. Bocage will, of course, be that final map. But we'll see, mate. Gavutu Control for both of these teams. We've seen some madness on the map already.
And, not a strong map for Seattle Surge, but maybe Classic can bring in some of that special sauce to help him figure it out just a little bit. Of course, for the flip side, LAG, we've only seen him actually play Tuscan Control, so it'll be a little bit of a new look, but I'd say with enough days gone by, I assume they at least have a few repetitions on this map to figure out exactly where Spartan needs to go. So again, in my mind, I'm still slightly leaning towards LAG, but honestly, who the hell knows at this point? Also, by the way, funny you bring up the European fans. They might be rooting for the downfall of LAG because they're knocking out all of them.
Yes, Los Angeles Guerrillas have claimed the heads of both the Ravens and Toronto Ultra, or technically a Canadian organization. A lot of players from Europe, if not all of them. But there we go. Ultra had a great weekend, though, across challenges as well. It's got to be said, man. Both the teams making it, of course, to the Pro-Am. We'll see how that all goes down. Shout out to anyone who actually managed to get next door in the challenge. It was incredible. Incredible scene to watch. But here we go into Gavutu, map number 3. And as far as the stats are concerned, Chance, I mean, they're somewhat out of the window given the fact that the subs are in.
Well, not only that, just for the fact that, at least on the side of Seattle, almost every single one of those maps where they played, where the stats show that they are in last place, back in the days when it was kills that decided that round 5. So, I mean, who knows how many rounds on offense they had where they're like, hey, let's just slow down and play for kills. That's what we're going for. So the strats can't be trusted in this moment for a multitude of reasons. Obviously, the substitutes being the primary one. But I mean, what? You have two guys, if they were teaming together, now they go for the battle. That would be the most trash talk I would ever have across the stage. Obviously, for the moment, these guys being polite, but always want to talk smack to teammates.
Speaking of talking smack, we had a lot of that in the contenders room next door, but the challenges rather. But here we go. This is the GVOOTU control ranks this season. Again, there's a mild muddying of the numbers again based on the major patch change we saw, and of course the fact that the substitutes are in for both Seattle Surge. And again, I hope that Mack is feeling well. And we saw what happened to him earlier. A real rough one for him, but hey, he played his heart out. He really did. He had the spew game, the flu game. I saw a Crone tweet, it was Mackle Jordan. That was a good one. Hey, timeline's been on fire all week long, and nothing. I would expect nothing less out of the Call of Duty community.
I would contend with how crazy this tournament has been. If somehow, some way this goes to a Game 5, Round 11, we take a pause, we fly out gunless, and have him go against Mack in a 1v1 to decide the entire thing.
Wow. I mean, that sounds expensive and absurd. Players getting ready to go into this one. Of course, we did have a lobby issues. We go now into GVOOTU control. And it's calm, resolute focus across the board now for everyone here. For many fans, I think it's getting late. We're feeling a little tired. For these players, absolutely not the case. Peak gaming hours indeed for these young professionals. Slash has been around the block a few times, one of those players that's touted the importance of a good sleep schedule and healthy, diet, keeping himself, physically and mentally fit. And certainly a player who's been around the block a few times.
And keep in mind, again, this is a battle for top 4. I would say for LAG, I mean, I've heard, some peeps through the grapevine, the gossip that in scrims, they are looking like an elite team. Obviously a setback with the substitute, but with how crazy this tournament has been, absolutely an opportunity to make a loser's bracket run. And the same thing can be said for Surge. I don't know exactly how Mack's feeling. I don't know if they make it to tomorrow, if he'll be able to sub back in, but obviously they beat OpTic, who at least, I mean, I certainly still think is probably the best team in the game, and Seattle took them down, go toe-to-toe with FaZe. Seattle very well might be a team that can still win this entire thing. Obviously, though, they still have to get past the Guerrillas.
Got to get past the Guerrillas, got to get to tomorrow. Classic making his debut here for Seattle Surge off the bench into our hearts at 34 and 28. That ain't bad at all, brother. 1.2 in the KD. Your man's frying. Doing a great bit of work against Spark. This is him this match as well, 32 and 35, slightly slower. He has been an absolute superstar for the Los Angeles Guerrillas, a key component of their success. See if he can't pick up the pace here in a must-win matchup against Seattle Surge. Here we go, GVOOTU control. Let's get it.
And I mean, a 1.2 in your first series back, playing with a brand new squad. Incredibly impressive from Classic. We can see if he can keep it going with the MP40 on GVOOTU, leading that charge towards this boat. Well, wins that first gunfight as well, does get traded out, but see Seattle at least able to pick up 2. That allows accuracy to go for the roam, but we have seen him do this time and time again. He's getting pelted with stuns. LAG, they know exactly what the situation is.
Yeah, this is dangerous now. Accuracy's already managed to make it all the way to the back. Slasher is going to check it. Will he get the kill? We'll find out in a moment. Accuracy gets 1 before, not even being brought down. There we go. So now, LAG's base is safe. Over towards the A zone we were for a brief moment, but Seattle Surge on the defense now. They should be able to drive this one forward. LAG has got to get out of their spawn sooner rather than later.
This is already incredibly dire. No map control, no real openings, and no real kills coming through. Surge dominant off the opening break. Read the pressure over towards beach. You spawn up over towards cliffside. You got to do it all over again. It is incredibly difficult to fight out of this spot.
They're still doing what they can. Got a little bit of an opportunity now to make their way forward. Slasher finds at least 1 kill. Nades are up for Huke. We'll see if they can coordinate that, but there's less than 30 seconds to make it towards the boat. Here we go. Slasher, Huke leading the charge. Forward they go. Again, trying to clear out the cliffside. It's Pred. Oh, can't clear him out. They do manage to get 1 kill. Less than 20 on the clock now. You got to keep going, boys. Spark, try to be the hero for the squad now. Here in the opening round. 5 forward. No. Simp guns it down. Seattle Surge. It's a brick wall, a watertight defense. Here on GVOOTU in round 1. An absolutely clinical display. What an opener.
As soon as they got control of the map, they never looked back. I mean, a clean opening break in a dominant first round. I feel like the GVOOTU controls, add them to the list of things that have been crazy throughout this tournament. Some of the speediest that we have seen. OpTic moments ago in their previous series, I mean, just trucking through the GVOOTU. We saw the same thing from a Florida series. Actually, funneling up before that, it was Florida that did that in the previous match. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
I can't remember who it was.
Florida versus Boston.
There you go.
That was one of the most disgusting GVOOTU controls I think we've seen in the CDL so far. Here we go, though. Round 2. LAG on defense this time. Will they be able to put Seattle Surge in the same sort of headlock? that they found themselves in just moments ago. Who can spark one kill to the name? Each will see, though. Oh, Spark, good nade. Gets things going in a nice way. However, Seattle Surge have already made it onto A. Oh, God.
Yeah, pressure now. Fred coming through, does get traded, but still pressure on the point. Asim can't even get one to the grave with him. You see number 4, Slasher, trying to do the same thing Accuracy was doing, but you still have that bow control, but this is pretty slow progress over towards A. Got to win that next set of gunfights and Accuracy. Not quite enough ammo to find just one. Whoa. Well, there it comes through. 2 HP is all he needs, and well, maybe Child's a little bit too quick. Does get dropped, but still all that pressure over towards A. I mean, they already have 1 tick, so technically they have the advantage. We're thinking about the round 5s, but LAG, it looks like they are truly chalking it up, getting that setup over towards B, getting that ring control. That's their game plan. Hold on to B for the rest of this round.
Well, it's going to be 2 minutes and 8 seconds. That's a tough call to make there for LAG, but we're going to make it and see how it goes. Team looking to try to cause a little bit of disarray in the lines now of Seattle Surge. He's going to find at least one. Slasher helps out as well, but both sides of the map, that's where you're seeing a lot of these members. And a see beautiful shot, second kill comes through. However, the danger signs now for Seattle Surge is they've got 1 player in your spawn, and it's Slasher. He gets 1 kill, and then you get traded out. Not a bad look. Over to Spark now, trying to provide more shots in. Last one into the head of Pred. Good night, my friend.
Yeah, killing Slasher right there is a step 1 of a 4-step process. Still got to get ring control, but that is quite a few gunfights going their way. Slasher gets dealt with, but you don't technically have ring if Huke is here. The question is, do they read the beach? Looks like no one's turning that direction yet, and well, they're getting picked apart. An opportunity for him to flank, but he's got to go quick, and funnily enough, number 7 turns around and looks for him. The awareness on point for Seattle. You get the wipe, and hey, that is now step 2 and 3 of this process as they are racking up the kills.
But they've got all the coverage they need over towards the B zone. Now the capture's going to start coming through. Stops the clock, 1 minute 13. Classics stay alive. That's the job right now. Sib's got ring, trying to keep him all covered, and that's good for now. Here come the nades. Classics got to try to hold this one down. No contest just yet, as Sib keeps doing his job very, very well indeed. Classic staying alive once again. First segment gone. It's a magnificent bit of work from Seattle Surge here on offense.
And they've got the setup. You got Simp on the cross. That's a force spray for him. You still got the bodies on point. The 4-man wipe is in, and now you can stack that point. The gravity's got to come from spawn. But you throw nades and you get caught. That will be a dominant offensive win for Seattle Surge. 2 in a row in the Gavutu insanity continues on the day.
Pred hit the go button big time. Tried to give him a speeding ticket on Tuscan. Tally's not known for adhering to speeding rules. Getting it done on Gavutu there, mate. Absolute madman. Hit the gas. Flew into those players on spawn, bought that necessary time, and Seattle Surge win it.
And all of that is off the back of like LAG just getting a little too over-aggressive. I mean, you get nearly 4-man wiped on defense, just unacceptable. And then even the fantastic reads from Seattle just to catch Huke on the flank towards ring. So they put in the hard work to put themselves in an incredibly powerful position. And if Sib could have gotten the glide bomb, it would have been nice, but he does get shut down shortly after going on that 5. LAG a long way to go if they want to try to win this Gavutu, and maybe a small opening over towards B. Accuracy is behind him, but for the moment, he's just, you know, out of the picture.
That was a thread and a sweater that they just kept pulling. That opening is now huge. You're on both zones at the same time. Big wins out of Slasher. Asim still keeping the play alive. He's on point at this moment in time. Simp trying to flush these players out of his base, but oh, Asim, 1. Eyes on the second. Nicky D's up next. Pistol in hand. Big kills. Spar gets 2 as well. So once again, all the members of Surge are dead.
You have 16 lives remaining. We are like not even 45 seconds into this round. Still players on both points. Seattle, what do you do? Chalk up B, try to rotate towards A, but you're getting spawn kills. Shot in the back trap. Sport on a 6. A ridiculous Gavutu, and now somehow you have to defend A, where LA Guerrillas still around.
You got to try to make the run if you're Surge. LAG setting things up. You can't even deal with them right now. It seems flowing, truly like water, my friend. A 7 spree for him, a little bit of damage. Pred finally cleans them up. Into the boat we go, and Pred once again being the tip of the spear. Huke trying to hold these players back, and I'll tell you what, mate, stack it up, clean it up. That's the round. LAG out of bloody nowhere.
And Miles, that was 23-7 on live. So I'm going to say the tie break if you tie on ticks, then goes to kills. That round could be massive. If I'm Asim in this situation, I have that glide bomb. I'm using it to try and dominate them on this round for defense. Use it as soon as you need to. You stack up at probably the 8-point, maybe leave one guy over towards B, but do not let them get a single tick. They got destroyed in their first round, had no progress, got spawn trapped. I vote for stack up A. If Seattle can get a single tick, they're good for the defense. LAG can't let it happen.
They're flying towards A. Here comes Surge, soaring across Kuavo. Into the A zone we go now briefly, looking to maybe get this cap done a little faster.
It's too passive from LAG.
Give up set chance. He's not enjoying the play so far. Spark's going to cut down the first. Here comes the aggression. Pred trying to keep the fight going alive at A, but that's going to be the first segment gone. Spot now trying to find the angles, get Pred down. You've got him tagged up, bagged up. Asim's going to clean him up indeed. There we go. Classic top side of the boat as well. As here we go. Asim with a second. Spot clearing out the second bit of progress. And for now, we have confirmed defense for Seattle Surge. Brilliant stuff all around, but again, we've seen crazier things happen this weekend, mate.
Yeah, the game is truly never over until it's over. So Seattle Surge still an attempt to win this round. They got to get out of their spawn, but hey, there's the kills to make it happen. Number 1 and 4 fall at the same time, so Seattle at least able to get towards that boat. Spark, though, trying to be the next player, but hey, he gets caught. Seattle, they got the full clearance. Kills going their way, and A slowly being captured.
Don't forget, Asim still has that glide bomb. He can drop that bad boy from above. Really cause a headache for Seattle Surge. Progress at A, second one's gone, 49 seconds on the clock. Once again, calling it done. They're going to let that happen, keep the life count even, and back up to B.
And this was the time, again, remember, LAG getting a little too aggressive on defense. They basically got 4-man wiped at the same time, and I got to give credit to Seattle. That's classic in that moment, just incredibly consistent, making those ring flank reads. Seattle, they can take their time. Plenty of pressure. They have LAG trapped in. I think a couple spawn kills might come through. Look at that, right next to him. And obviously impossible to read, but Pred's there for the trades, and he's looking for more. He is hungry for some kills.
Spot's the only man left standing on that side of the map, over towards B. He has to lock it down, putting himself in a difficult situation. For now, Pred, he is truly the predator on the inside of the spawn now of LAG, but they've snuffed him out, they've dealt with him. Huge stuff from him now. I see him keeping the play alive. Making sure that every possible nook and cranny is safe. No one is in the bushes whatsoever. That's right, clear, all good. Forward we now go, trying to grab ring control.
Classic the man here, trying to defend it, just wants to buy time for his teammates to come and help him out. And well, he gets caught, and maybe just enough. Simp is there for the trades, but down low is Spark. Him and Huke each able to pick up a pair. And LAG on defense for the moment holds strong. I suppose part 2 of the situation to set up is Scene just wants to hold on to that glide. You still have that utility in the back pocket, and if you're Seattle, you just want to burn it, force it out of his hand.
It's been quite an expensive round for both teams, though. We're down to 11 lives for LAG, 12 now for Seattle Surge. Oh, what a turn and burn that was. Good shots, great teamwork. LAG staying alive, good comms. Oh my God, one more bullet for Asim would have sealed the deal right then and there. Here we go though, Chance. Final 30 seconds, 9 lives for LAG.
Very weird moment, I think. Huke shot Asim in the back that caused him to turn. Well, now Simp's picking up pieces along the way. Massive kills from Asim to pick up 2, and Asim gets the 3rd as well. Spark there for the 4th, and that is a stronghold. No glide bomb needs to be burned. And LAG hold on, because Surge were applying that pressure.
Here we go.
They were all up in their business, so quick in their spawn, but to no avail. Again, though, Surge absolutely did enough. They had that dominant first round, and were on point on their offenses. So they will be secure for defense for this round 5.
Asim may have just used sign language for glide bomb. I think it was there. Did you see that? Might have to hit the rewind on YouTube and catch that moment, but that's the game plan right now, mate. They've won an offensive round already on the tack. They can do it again.
No, I think that's sign language for glide bomb number 2 potentially. He's on a 5 spree, and look at this play call. He's going to call in the glide. They're going to try to go for B, and then Asim, if he can get 2 kills after that, that's huge. But right now, beating the intel. 2 players trying to wrap you, absolutely kill the guy in the tank and say, hey, the rest of them are in the cuts. Be ready for these gunfights.
Here comes the hit, flying on towards the B zone. We now go. LAG making their way on. Under the covering fire of their teammates. Spark gets another big one. Right onto the zone we go. They're stacking it up. 3 members now on point. 2 of them over one by A. The kills are going to come now big for Seattle Surge. Try to get involved. They've managed to get 1 player left. It's been a great bit of work.
Oh my
Seattle
God.
survived. That could have got ugly real quick.
And they killed Asim before they could get the kills with the gun, so no secondary glide bomb. A hell of a try, but Surge just go massive to clutch that one up. Again, this is the battle for top 4. A team kill comes through, and LAG, when they get put in the spawn trap, they're not able to get out. And right now, Simp trying to set it up once again. You still have the boat clearance, but accuracy just slowing them down so much. LAG fighting tooth and nail, but so tough to get to this point.
That kill might have been enough now to get them forward. It is Spark once again, 21-19. Into the boat he goes, now trying to capture A. They got one segment of B, there's 39 seconds remaining, now one segment of A done. You've got a lot of hard work cleaned up here, and it is Huke doing what he can alongside Spark to keep this zone safe and in their hands. Slowly but surely, LAG are capturing A.
It looks like Seattle chalking this one up, triple stack over towards B. They know the game plan, so this is a moment, slow it down, slowly capture that A point. You got another 10, 15 seconds, and only 15 lives left, so this is a round that could end more ways than one. Surge aggressive, trying to keep B1 control, and Slasher there to take it from their hearts. Another one falls in ring.
Oh my God!
The pressure is in, the beamer is in, Slasher's on a 5.
He's on an absolute run. Sib's got to put him down now. 5 HP, 5 spree. He's playing for streaks. He has 3 bullets remaining in his automaton. It's right in hand. It's forward we go. It is pure tenacity out of LAG right now. Stacking the point. The final 2 players are here. Shots are in. Can they kill Pred? If they can take care of him, this is huge. Slasher's trying to do it all on his own. He can't survive. It's up to Spark. No! Brought down again.
It is a 12 versus 7, excuse me, only 7 lives per minute in 12. If you're Seattle, you gotta pump the brakes. You were so aggressive at getting chopped, but right now LAG spawning very far away. They're not going for P1, they're pushing around the right side. You can play by TDM, and if you can ever stop this clock, you're feeling great.
Huke's trying to make something sneaky happen here. Did he get the nade out? I'm not sure. I don't think it did. Asim's trying to now make his way into the backside of Seattle spawn, and what a saga this has been. 50 seconds chance. They might be able to win on kills. Spark wins a big one. Sib's up next. Nice tags.
Hey, where do they spawn, though? The players that are going to fall, where do they spawn? Number 7, technically in between them. Do LAG make this read? They do. Another 2 and 3 lives remaining. 2
now remaining on point. 1 more in spawn. Asim on the turn. It's Sib once again. Can he crack down again atop the spawners of Seattle Surge? Sib trying to stay alive here. He's got to find a sweet spot. Hopefully catch a player out. Clock is ticking. Oh my word, big kills, 20 seconds remaining. Oh my God.
2v7, and LAG spawning so far away, they can do this.
Slowly but surely now the approach. The remaining 2 members of Seattle Surge, absolute heroes. Huke trying to throw his life into the mix. Less than 10 seconds to play with now on the clock. Who gets brought down? They're still going. Accuracy drops. It's all on a Sib. They've got on the point. Sib staying alive. Shots are there. There are 5 members of LAG, but if you kill the one on point, it may all be over now. And it's Asim. The final bullet comes through, the reverse sweep and control. And that was one of the wilder Gavutu controls we will see this year.
LAG find a way. The number of kills they got towards ring in such a short span set them up for the win on kills. I mean, just moments of that game that were played at a lightning pace. Surge unable to slow the game down, and I mean, just right from the opening break, right? You had Asim making the play call, calling in the glide bomb. They had a 4-man wipe, and honestly, that's part of the TDM. They started the game off incredibly fast just to get the wipe over towards B and really push the pace, but these final few moments, every single kill is massive. And I gotta say, I mean, even in a 3v10, a 2v8, Seattle Surge nearly held on. Put in some serious work, but as soon as someone from LAG stepped foot in that point and stopped that clock, it was just simply too much.
It just becomes so much more hard. You've got that player on the inside of the boat. Yes, you can find him with FMJ, you can wallbang the boat on the inside. But at this moment in time, it was truly possible. The funnel of reinforcement. Huke doing everything he possibly can, and it was the sweet shots in the final seconds. Pressure was on, Spark managed to slide in, get the trade, massive work, and Sib, he did everything he possibly could here. But at this moment in time, as soon as he had to commit to the point, it all was lost. Seattle Surge, a hard-fought battle, but LAG, stay alive.
And I mean, in all honesty, I mean, that is a tragedy of a game for the Surge, because Sib might have broken the kill record for Gavutu control. I mean, had a 40 bomb, played out of his mind, was picking up pieces. Sib has had such a high-value series, but obviously the substitute player, you're coming in with an MP40 on a map like this. Sometimes you just end up in the blender, and fortunately Classic couldn't get anything going. So I think Surge truly just felt the pain of having to make these adjustments on such short notice. Not a fun situation for Seattle. They're still making the best of it, but again, I mean, Simp played his absolute heart out. 40 kills, 4,400 damage. I mean, incredibly tippable, but unfortunately, it was just not enough in the end.
What an unbelievable run. We don't see too many full-blown reverse sweeps on control, and that is one we're going to remember for a fair moment. Well, mate, we did say crazy things are going to happen. We did say that, you know, it was 2 down. We were like, hey, man, it might, you never know. It's been this kind of day. We're probably going to go to a game 5. You never know. But now we put ourselves in a very precarious position. We've got a Berlin hardpoint coming up next. How are you feeling about this?
Well, I mean, LAG, more so than me, are certainly going to be ecstatic about it, right? This is a map that they have been on point with, a map that they have a couple repetitions with Spart on the squad, and I think quite a few dominant wins as well. It's not like on Berlin, they've been scraping by. I mean, I think 7-2 overall on the map. Best P5 team in the game on Berlin is LAG, so I think right now they are all about their business. I mean, lights out stuff from Asim as well. If I was a betting man and we are in a casino, I think this is where LAG close it out, but at the same time, it is a bit of a dice roll on the flip side. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Classic Game 1, absolutely lights out. If he can perform like that again, you truly never know.
It's out of our hands now, it's seemingly out of the players' hands. Who knows what happens, and here we go. Vivid, of course, from Florida. Wow, what a map out of LAG. Those offenses were godlike. You're damn right they were, brother. And that's coming from a man who's done a couple of naughty things himself on Gavutu. Into Berlin we go. Oh, baby, what a series. What a day. This has been Minnesota. Thank you again for not only being so welcoming, but putting on such a brilliant show for us. You have been stellar. In map number 4 now, we roll. This is match point for the Los Angeles Guerrillas. This is to force the game 5 for Seattle Surge. Drama abound. Let's get into it.
And, you know, the drama obviously has a high impact for this series, but again, I said it before, the fact that LAG, with a sub on short notice, were able to win 1 series tippable, they are now fighting for top 4, a ridiculous Major 2 in Call of Duty Vanguard. But by no means is it over. You still got to close it out. LAG get the good spawns off the rip, already in the hill, trying to start this game off right.
Asim finds himself a sweet little top spot, tucks himself away, gets a nice set of kills. Accuracy now trying to fight back towards the point. Simp, great shots on a slasher. We've seen plenty of Berlins this weekend already that have been unbelievable, and this may be no different. Great shots out of Asim, keep Pred at bay. Asim can't quite get Classic as well. Good trades, so the kills go through. Seattle Surge unable to really get onto the point, and it's been a wonderful opener here from LAG.
Couple trades as well. Accuracy actually able to pick up a big 2, and I thought maybe that's a moment for Seattle to get inside, and maybe Simp will deliver. He has been a walking 2-piece throughout this series, and he's there to send in Classic to try to get those trades. At least contesting these final 10, or at least you're giving it the old college try. And maybe not enough. That'll be a pretty solid lead coming out for the Guerrillas early on. That rotation new Slasher, the first one for his team there. Pretty much the entirety of Seattle make it to this new hill.
They do indeed. Let's see how the hold goes. All things considered, despite the kills and the major disparity we saw in the time, not a bad look from Seattle Surge. Pred somehow winning that second fight. Narrowly able to make the escape for now. Will his life remain his? Yes, it does. Unbelievable stuff from Pred. 3 now in a row. In a seemingly unwinnable situation, the young Australian makes it so. Hardpoint time still taking the way of Seattle Surge. Uncontested so far.
Everybody coming through P5 and down low, though. Pred will be the cutoff man. Unfortunately, every single one of his teammates falls before he can make it here, but maybe try to soften that blow before the reinforcements come in, contesting the hill and doing what he can. He is buying a lot of time, and he gets the kill as well. And keep in mind, Pred right now was on a 5.
That's a 5. He's still looking to make it a 6. He's got eyes on at least one more player now. Ring around to Rosie. A pocket full of Posey. A tissue, and Simp. Managed to get away with his life. No, not for a minute there, but Pred on a 6. I thought the door was going to kill him. He hit that so hard.
If he ring around to Rosie's, he gets the glide bomb, but no. Tragedy strikes again. He can't quite get it, but what he does get is his teammates on rotation. You are free and clear for the moment over towards P3, only down by 10 seconds. So you can get right back in this game and then some, but you need a strong hold.
Great shots out of Huke. That's him on a 5 spree now. Teammates dropping around him. Pred with a high ground, takes clean care of Huke, ends the spree for now. Even Stevens, the lead now changes. Seattle Surge's favor Spark. Pushing forward, beautiful shots. Not quite enough to take care of Sid though. Low HP, sees that fight come to a close. Asim's up first, great work again. Accuracy's up next. Last player inside the point. Now you deal with the spawners on the outside. And Asim getting real mixy. Sid with the good shots. The spawn's still close for Surge.
I think you're happy with this, or absolutely you are happy with that if you're the Guerrillas. At least take away an extra 10 seconds from this hill. So Surge do take the lead and put themselves obviously in a good spot, but go back towards that rotation battle. In game number 1, LAG out-rotated them to every single hill but 2. Their issue was they could not hold because Simp on those rotations was on point. And here's Simp on rotation again. He does get traded, but good lord, does he have a nice shot.
Back over to train yard we go. We've seen how this looks so far this week, and it's been very solid holds. Breaking this point's not an easy one. Trying to flip the spawns even harder. Here comes the 4-man hit through the middle of the map for Seattle Surge. They've got themselves 2 dead already. Classic trying to find something. Good work. Nicky D to at least find 1. Spotted immediately, taken care of, no problem. Pred now the lone man forward. Can he do too much here? I doubt it. It's going to be a hard one to ask. He may be able to get this player out of the point. Not even a chance. Beautiful work. LAG holding it down.
And this is so tough. This has been a phenomenal P4 hill. And again, we talked about LAG, the best P5 team in the game. They get a bunch of kills to give them access. They are already pushing out towards P1 to look for those spawns. If they ever get that fire control over towards P2 and stay P1 side, that is where they set up the blender. So that, again, from Sib is a massive kill on rotation just to avoid that setup, but he gets taken care of. And for LAG, here we go.
This could be a huge moment for LAG now. P5 up and about, a fitting time to dive in for a listen in.
I got him.
Let's go.
I'm watching. I'm just helping you.
Nice, guys. Put him in demon, guys.
Yo,
I'm trying to get bottom post. I'm trying to help you bottom post.
I got naded, boys. I got naded. One shot.
Yo, one deep right, one's rapping, deep right, silo.
He's at top post. Top post.
Behind top post. I'm behind top post.
That's one.
Nice, one guy's probably out, straight on me. That's 2 dead. Nice. Who are you missing?
Missing Sib.
Sib, I don't know where he is. I'm close to streaks.
I can't. Oh, he's behind me, P1. They flipped.
All of them? One guy's bottom post, Sib, dead.
I have your P1. I'm waiting. He's outer on me, outer. Nicky pushed it out. He went back, I think.
Close right, post. He's on time. On time, Pred got me. On time, Pred got me. Yo, he's behind the time. What'd you say, Chris?
Nothing.
Okay.
Another left dead.
Nice one.
Yo, one's in new.
Yo, Austin, you're left with you. Austin, I'm left with you.
He's dubstep,
I'm taking her out.
Dubstep,
absolute shit on.
Okay.
Yo, I'm gonna pinch down.
Dubstep,
I'm gonna pinch down. Who's Austin? Oh, one's on Nero and one's
He's outer door on me. Outer door Nick. Outer door Nick, one shot. Outer door Nick, one shot.
I'm gonna pinch.
Take her out.
I'm pinching already. I'm pinching them. I'm deep pinching. Stay the fuck alive. Yo, no, it's not.
It was a great P5 chance, a really nice hold. And again now, Seattle Surge have managed to bounce back in P1. Solid grabs out of them. Good kills. 40 seconds remaining.
Also quite a few examples of how difficult it is to actually read flips in this game, even at the pro level. I mean, there are times where it is just straight up guesswork, but right now over towards P1, it is chaos around the point. The contest is in, but Asim, even with the call outs, he's got the gunny as well. 20 kills, he is leading the charge for his team, and I'd say this is a big moment right now for LAG. Already a 50-point lead, and they're continuing to run it up.
They're still going, baby. Pred trying to make the entries. Teammates getting dropped around him, and once again, it is Asim on top. Kills come through. All members of LAG now on the point, flooding through, heading towards next. Huke trying to be the man to break this light setup that Seattle Surge have made, and he's out like a ghost here on Berlin. He is absolutely gone. He's left them scratching their heads. If they do find him, it's one thing, but he's still got an opportunity to catch a kill or two here. He may have seen a player. I don't know what FOV the man's running, but he might have missed that. Hello, there's another one. We'll catch this one. Sliding on forward. Into the hill we go. Looking to break it alone, and my word, Huke may as well get it done himself.
I mean, hey, he at least got enough kills to let his teammates come in for those reinforcements. Plenty of time left on this P2, and LAG, for the moment, the squad that's inside. Accuracy, though, playing top warehouse. Trying to make things a little bit easier for his teammates. Pred now the first man in. Gunfights through a window, and too many windows for him. Simp, though, easy 2-piece, and hey, doesn't need to get the third. Classic is there. A clean break for Seattle. 20 final seconds going their way, but P3 right now is the opportunity. Seattle to try to turn this game around, but LAG, they just swarm docs.
Volks out, baby, the fan favorite, the game changer. Spark now, 21-14 on a 2 spree, right out of spawn with that bad boy, and he's looking to find a few more. Hard points up. LAG in firm control for now. The Volk at that range maybe not so great as accuracy. Will have the advantage there. Spark backs on up to a more favorable position. Couple of shots ringing on out. Here comes Pred. Tip of the spear now for Seattle Surge. Forward he goes. Checks his corners. No. Huke's there to get the kills. All over the bloody place though. Seattle Surge. 2 now on point.
A clean break. You talk about a moment that they needed to get inside that hill and get a couple more kills. Classic now that roaming Slayer, but a necessity for Seattle to get that break. They deliver, and honestly, 30 seconds left on this hill. They will be right back in this game, but you see LAG grouping up, 4-man hit, trying to flood through the front.
Pred, he might have eyes on another player here. Nice shots. Any more to be had? Yeah, you know it. Red dots are all over the place. Here comes Pred, soaring through. His teammates are all over the place as well, finding kills. 13 seconds remaining on this point, and we are going across to another, and it is all LAG for now. They've got coverage of the map, but you did not account for accuracy.
And how many can he take to the grave before he falls? Right now, his teammates so far away from him, so this will absolutely be initial time for LAG, but accuracy needs to pick his moment well of when he wants to strike. His teammates trying to group, but still he is just waiting so long for them to get nearby.
Waiting is not what they can do right now. The time starting to get away from over 200 points now for LAG. Prep with the first kill. There's accuracy. aBeZy knows he's about. He's going to have to try to find the kill here while helping his teammates get the break. But again, you're running out of these teammates. He's running out of players. He's got the pole down. Time going the way of Surge. 30 seconds remaining. Beautiful stuff.
That is the Iceman. Literally time to perfection to get that break, and that's a moment they need. Couple players on a 4, and that is the turnaround. They got put in the blender on this hill. The last go around, Seattle stringing a couple hills massive together, and gunfights for this scrap. And again for Seattle, we already know what the deal is for P5, but they have tied this game and taken the lead. I cannot believe the comeback that they have orchestrated.
Here we go, final 10 here on the hard point, back over to 5th, right smack bang in the middle, no coverage, no nothing, and we almost had a glide bomb there for accuracy. That could have been huge. Classic now, trying to clear out every avenue he can. There's a battle over by the mailroom. That's where the fight's going down. But here we go. Surge with the hard point, trying to force the game 5. Time ticking their way. Not a lot to be contested. That's a massive win out of accuracy. No, doesn't stay alive. No one in the point for now. It's a foot race for Surge to get on it.
Hey, flood the point. You have 227. Get as much time on this hill as you possibly can and force LAG to play aggressive. And they are Huke flying in. It is a 3-man swarm around the hill for the Guerrillas. And they get that instant break and then some aBeZy, always lighting up the feed.
This has to be a fantastic hold now out of LAG. They need to lock this time down. Keep an eye on the spawns for P1 as well. That's the left-hand side of the map. Look to see those players from Seattle look to make their way across, and that's exactly what Classic has done. They're trying to keep the players clean off the point, trying to set up for next, trying to close it out here. Oh, we could see a game 5 if Seattle Surge have their way with it.
I mean, this is just such good time, though, right? They're going to be an inch away from winning this game. Classic taking routes, and
oh my God.
Couple good shots in aBeZy, but can't win the gunfight. aBeZy shuts him down.
We're so close to the end here. Seattle Surge, you have to keep the play alive, trying to force this game 5. LAG, it is tooth and nail inside the point. 25 now for the win. This is a big one, friends.
Both teams can win it here. Seattle, they need one clean break, and then they got it.
It might be Nicky D. He's a sneaky man. He's making the flank happen, trying to break his way in. A second! Oh my God! They've broken in! And Seattle Surge have just done it! We're going to a game 5. No one's close. Roll the music! Are you surprised? Are you shocked? You shouldn't be. We're following the script today, friends. Another game 5. Major 2. I might faint.
You are down 50 points going into a Docks Hill where LAG had it swarmed, had the back spawns on lock. It took them less to 20 to make that break. Had to break that one. Had to go into a P4 where they didn't have to set up. Break through that one with ease with perfectly timed coordination, and then going over towards this P1. I mean, Classic was here first. aBeZy wins the massive one-on-one gunfight, but Seattle on their next attempt. I mean, everything again timed so well. The comms were clean, even when Simp is getting caught. Pred just waiting for his moment to strike. And I mean, funnily enough, all these gunfights that get lost just for Classic to come off spawn, hit that route, and pick up the big 2-piece to win this game. As good as it gets, reaction time on point. And the substitute player making his impact.
It's your boy, Nicky D. You know he's been playing an unhealthy, or I mean, who am I to judge, but a seemingly unhealthy amount of Destiny recently as well. Your boy is an absolute warrior. What a game-winning moment that was for him. Beautiful stuff to force the game 5. And now, friends, all bets are off. This is it. We do one more. And this has been an incredible saga. It's a sad situation for both teams, both substitutes, you name it, but mate, we're going to the cage.
Yeah, I just saw that too. We are going to the cage for the final map. Predictions be damned. Any idea of what is about to happen? I mean, good luck trying to guess it. Those final 3 hills for Seattle, that could be the moment we look back where they just said, no, we are not going out like this. I mean, literally fighting from the death, taking down LAG with a substitute player. A completely absurd tournament. It has delivered time and time again just for absurdity's sake.
We love it. The maps and mode screen sort of says, wow! That's how we feel. That's how you feel. And after this map, one team will be certainly wowed. Game 5. Let's be right. We'll be right back after this break.
Call of Duty League is brought to you by Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Here we go, friends. And at the end of the day, this is what we're playing for. This magnificent shield carved from the dwarves of, I think it's Svartveldheim, I believe, here in the Major 2. Røkkr, put on a show, baby. That's what we're playing for at the end of the day. A trophy as well. But for now, we're simply playing for an opportunity to see another day at this glorious tournament. Game 5, LAG Seattle Surge. Wow, it's been a great tournament so far, and we're nowhere near done. I hope that woke you up, friends. And if that didn't, the gameplay in a minute will, because chance this is going to be Ridiculous.
I mean, these script writers are going for an Oscar with a tournament like this, right? I mean, just the level of absurdity that has happened every single day.
Every day.
I personally remember this as like the April Fool's tournament because I mean, we kick things off in an absurd fashion. Every single series on the day has been insane. Reverse sweeps abound. LAG back against the wall. They win all those offensive rounds on Gavutu. Back against the wall, you're down by 50 points on a map like Berlin where LAG run the show, and Classic said, no thank you, I will see you Game 5. And of course, the fact that the Game 5 to decide top 4, we are going to the cage, and with a smile like that, maybe the man to pay attention to. And by the way, for Smart, he had like 2.5 minutes in the hill on Berlin. The sub players, I mean, making a clear-cut case that they deserve a spot in the league because they are playing out of their minds.
What?
With vision like that, how could you not want him on your team? And funnily enough, that was his former teammate that he killed. Or current teammate, I suppose. It's weird.
It's
confusing.
complicated. It's
Yeah.
complicated. It's complicated.
Gotta check the relationship status, you know?
No one uses Facebook anymore. It's a 4v3 right now with LAG with the advantage. Bomb now creeping ever slow forward. Simp, he's perched up, eyes over towards B. Yeah, exactly that spot. I've used that before, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good one, but he might not see too much there.
Feels like he's licking a wall, but turns out he's ready for the angle. 4-man stack for Guerrillas over towards this A site, but obviously not easy to plan at. You got to deal with top Grandma's control. Got to deal with these side doors. You see him clearing them out one by one, and that bat tank also a problem in accuracy. That is his tank.
Oh, what a shot from accuracy. Another sweet angle to be found through the bush there. Not a bulletproof one. There are a few in this game, and that, not it. Asim also getting involved. 3v2, less than 30 seconds on the clock. Fast moves over towards B, and oh my God, Pred, this could be unbelievable. Pred, no! He gets absolutely stampeded. The Guerrillas now will be able to plant B with 20 seconds on the clock. Accuracy, time to go big.
Oh, he got spotted. Slasher saw him twice, and yet player in the corner, LAG, taking care of business. Efficient first round, and I mean, hell of a start. If you're Classic, you're getting blooded. Your teammates are confused. You don't know how it happens, but the wall bangs are in, and in spite of a couple nice angles being brought out, we saw Sid with an idea. We saw accuracy through some bushes. Wherever it stands, Pred just got jump scared by 3 players, and Guerrillas get that first round.
Unfortunate circumstances have brought both of these substitutes to their teams, respectively, but they certainly are making the most of it. An incredible amount of resolve from both of them to show up here and put on this incredible show.
You have to, by the way. You have to try.
He's got to try. I love it. We're all learning. Spark may be able to see a few players from this spot. Again, this is a new angle we've had to deal with since that bomb was moved towards A.
By the way, yeah, one of the most difficult things, you see the nade actually gets botched. Throwing grenades and tacks through those bushes, one of the most difficult things to do in Vanguard. So always have to work on those strats, but as it stands, 4v4, can't really plant this bomb because you got to worry about so many things. There's the first blood, a scene from downtown with the nade, and that's the bomb carrier as well.
Here we go, 3v3. Huke's in the mix now. Closer as he gets towards that bomb site. As Slasher has made his way towards the tank, he jumps up. Oh, howdy doody. Trouble now abound. Crossfire's there. Accuracy finally drops. Sparks trying to get away with his life. No, the trades come through. Seattle Surge with a round.
Bounce back round, 2 for 2 on the attack, at least in this lobby thus far. Just a delicate balance trying to deal with the chaos. So many players stacked up, gunfights and angles. Got to be worried about every single direction. We called the cage for a reason, mostly because it's in the net.
I thought you had something there. That was great.
Absolutely not. It's too slow today. It's late.
It's very late. It's great, though. But for these players, it's everything. Late into the night, only to see tomorrow. And that Sunday is going to be one hell of a tournament finish here. I mean, what we can expect, God only knows. Second time's a charm. Doesn't quite catch anything this time, Spark. They've learned. But all tied up 1-to-1 here is a slower round, a bit more tense. And Asim has no idea. On the other side of that fence lays an opponent in wait, trying to catch him out. Waiting for the opening kill chance before anyone really makes a move, and I don't think we'll see that for a brief moment, but again, Slasher trying to make the most of it.
Yeah, Seattle happy to be stagnant. Players posted up towards the back of the map, every angle covered, and Sib, honestly, with a nice one. I imagine there might be just a hole in that wall that, or the window rather, that he's staring through. Classic doing the same. Huke, the farthest player, pushed forward. Asim creeping his way up, but we are just waiting for the moment where the round pops off, but before that, Sib, first blood on Slasher.
Here we go. Nades and stuns are coming on through. This could get a bit mixy fast. Here comes Huke. Oh no, Classic! Other side of the door! Oh my word, he gets both! How the hell did he pull that off?
Oh my God.
Come on!
You come at Classic, you best not miss. He picks up 2. I think Huke was really expecting him to readjust, but Classic iron boots in that moment. Head on a swivel for the second kill, and I mean, once again, he played lights out in the first hard point, making the massive plays in the second hard point, the flanks to win his team the game. Classic does not shy away from two-piecing the Guerrillas, and that one there is in that next round.
No way Simp goes, but they go for it again. That top granny's push is now seemingly off limits. Nades out. Riddle the fields with holes, but no one will die. For now, we've got a bit of a stalemate once again. Slasher's out deep though, and Sib's hungry for at least one.
And a little bit of good news. That's 3 nades that open your eyes, Sib. That is so unfortunate. And Slasher might be poised up to get 2. They don't have any utility, so you got to send someone in for the kill. And his team able to collect it and gets out with his life. In the meantime, though, accuracy and Pred deliver, but Pred gets shut down. 1v2 for the Iceman.
Bomb in hand though, so he's got an opportunity to maybe plant plenty of time. 45 seconds. That's about 3 years on Bocage.
Oh, they're hearing this for sure.
Oh, he slid, yeah.
It really is just a tale of 2 metas, online versus on land, but in a moment where, again, things are a little bit quieter here at the end of the night. Accuracy as soon as he slides is just a death sentence, and that is a clean round from Guerrillas. And Slasher, the man that kicks it off, finds that first blood, gets the freebie, sends in a team to get the next one, and I think really that next gunfight win on Pred when he was up top more or less seals the deal. Tied up 2-2. Back and forth game so far.
Barn hit. Looks like a fast one now from LAG. They're going in. They've covered a lot of ground. That A-bomb site is seemingly theirs. Again, watch out for the nades, though. They were slow. Here comes a couple. Spark catches a stun right on the top of his head. Bomb's going to get planted, though. This is going to make the retake now a fun one. Here comes Classic. He's first in. Check every corner. Big work on Huke. That's massive. First blood.
I was thinking you might just hop this right away, but you got a couple options. You were sliding around. He at least sees him in the corner. Train's going back. 1v3 already for Slasher. You have the bomb down, but you see what's happening. Those wood panels very much available, and I think this might be too long of a route. Can't get there in time, and what an insanely fast retake. Seattle Surge, no time wasted. As quick as you want it, as quick as you get it, they deliver.
Off that first blood from Classic. As soon as the bomb got planted, he was on that plat incredibly quick, checks that inside of the bomb room, takes care of Huke. After that, it was just curtains. It was a house of cards. It fell immediately.
Classic getting those high-value kills. I mean, game-winning moments, 2-piece in a previous round. The opener there. And a stagnant round, very slow from Seattle. Let the nades come through, try to burn some of that utility on the opposite end, make it a little bit easier as you try to push forward. And I think I heard maybe 3 or 4 nades. You might connect, but that's just for the information. No kills coming through, and I know Huke still has his, but Seattle happy in this moment to take their time.
And once again, we're seeing a slower round here. Oh, not that slow. Accuracy is going to throw an absolute Hail Mary across the field here. Doesn't manage to connect. 50 seconds. A-bomb site's looking very open. It's all on Spark, the lone watchman over there. Ooh, we saw at least one here. Bomb should get dropped here. And I wonder if Spark can see him from here. Oh, what a spot to be in, Nicky D. If you time this well, you might be able to sneak across, but oh my God, he's crept out. Ooh, tagged up. All this is doing is burning time. It's 30 seconds left.
And that is starting to get a little bit pressure, right? 3 play for LAG by the stacked up the tank. They're making a play towards outerwire. You're making a play towards this bomb. It's going down. Pred is able to strike, and the bomb should get planted.
It's going to get planted, but again, is that player going to be able to get out? Classic, run for it, mate. Crossfire coming through. Huke's on one side. Slasher managed to find a kill. Classic, got to go big here. Got to go big now. The 1v2. Oh, my word. Huke gets on the board. Levels things up.
Asim, by the way, 7 kills already through these 6 rounds, so certainly having a solid performance. And it was certainly a theme of the Tuscan, where aggressive play calls from Guerrillas were on point, and they just started making moves, pushing up towards that P2 side, getting that field control, and just having that sort of chaos where Surge, they're planting bombs, getting shot in the back, in the side, so many things to deal with, and just a perfectly timed strike from Guerrillas. To the next round we go.
It's like a tornado once that bomb goes down. Everyone just sort of shuffles wildly and violently across that side of the map. Stun checks. Nada, brother. That's going to give those players clearance now for LAG to get right across. Accuracy with the first bug. Spark. Open window. Oh dear, that's going to give the fight away for a time. Not able to get too much out of this, but Pred, oh, he double dips. Catches a stun for his troubles, 3v3.
And he doesn't close that door, so you can always, if you're on offense, jump through that awning and maybe try to make a play top granny. So have that in the back of your minds potentially later towards this round, but right now, Huke debating on whether or not he wants to plant the bomb. Classic looking for his next kill. Can't connect. Huke on the board. Slasher's gonna get the next one all of a sudden.
Oh no.
Pred for the 1v3, and they know where he is.
Ah, they know where he is, and they got him! Oh my god, aBeZy gets people so high. I could run through a brick wall after an aBeZy hype moment, you know what I mean? Get gassed like that.
And if you can run through a brick wall, you can run through the walls on Vanguard, because that is not too different at times. It is so tough to truck on through, but there it is, the gunfight win. Classic goes for the timing, but falls into the trap. Huke delivers. You see the teamwork there coming in from Slasher, and even had a player watching their back. Another round for Guerrillas. Up 4-3. An advantage by the smallest of margins.
Towards the A site we once again go. A lot more defense towards B though for LAG here with a slight light, with a one round lead for now. Backs on up bottom bar. It's a much broader spread. As Spark manages to open things up with the first kill, Accuracy. We will see you in the next one. Here we go, on towards A.
Just so tough to get the bomb down. By the way, Guerrillas, again, we talked about aggressive play calls. 2 players right now going on the full flank. And Seattle are half reading this. Sib is checking you, but your man down. This is chaos.
Oh
trying
my
to make
God.
a play. His team is there. He gets the next one.
That's a massive kill once again. The players on the flank now getting involved as well. This is a 4v2. The pinch is on. They're about to converge on that inside of Grandma's. And again, that is exactly where Seattle Surge is sitting. For Sib and Classic, you are truly surrounded.
And they have to know they're in Grandma's too. They have the rest of the map covered. Not easy to make moves.
Here we go. Sib. He's trying to find any information he possibly can right now. You crack a window there for Classic, you try to buy yourself some space, maybe create a bit of noise. It's a diversion, and that's one down now. Oh no! aBeZy's got it. Classic in the 1v3. He slid.
He got spotted.
He's got 15 seconds as well. It's going to be nearly impossible. Here we go, though. He's trying to make something of it. Slasher backed up. Tags were good, but not enough.
Nice angle from aBeZy. Talk about the impact, by the way, the substitutes again. Spark gets that first blood, and it is already slow rounds on Bocage. And as soon as the pick comes through for the team on defense, you just, I mean, your options evaporate before your eyes on the attack. One more round. And a team that has been playing with a substitute player this entire tournament can get to top 4, but you better make sure you close it out. First blood moment, Classic, aggressive, but he gets caught.
Oh, the trades are there. 3v3. Oh, it's pandemonium. Spark managed to find at least one out of all of that. And now it's a 3v2. Seattle Surge starting to bleed out. Here we go. Accuracy, the last man in. This is match point. Accuracy to keep his team in it. Can he truly live up to the great moniker of Iceman here and save Seattle Surge?
And they're not planting the bomb, so he might actually have an opportunity. Granted, they're wrapping out, and he doesn't have the intel, but every moment that goes by, maybe a smaller window, but there's the plant, a difficult one to retake.
LAG certainly looking to close it here. Slasher's there, the gunfight is on, and here it comes. And the most unbelievable hail of gunfire from LAG. Looking to see that Sunday, baby. Here it comes. Accuracy, forward, slowly but surely. And it may be Slasher with the shots in. There's not a hope in hell for the man to dive on it. There are eyes everywhere. If he can, make something of this indeed. Legendary performance it would be, but that is that. The Los Angeles Guerrillas have done it. They have survived what was a brilliant showing from both them and Seattle Surge. Difficult circumstances for both teams, the substitute players, the superstars, to step up when they were so sorely needed for their teams, and they put on the best show they possibly could. LAG will make it to tomorrow. Seattle Surge, it is true commiserations. This is not how their tournament was meant to go.
Not at all. I mean, LAG, obviously incredibly impressive work, eliminating teams one by one. Made their way to that championship Sunday, but obviously it is heartbreak on the other side. I mean, beating OpTic Texas in this tournament, going toe-to-toe with Atlanta FaZe. While players are puking in the middle of the map, they played their hearts out, but in the end, not quite enough. A Game 5 defeat, but I'd say if nothing else, I mean, the resolve and mental game that Seattle Surge have. You go from playing incredibly well in Kickoff Classic all the way to the bottom of the barrel in the 12th spot at Major 1. It's not chalk. They bounced back. They string together a Stage 2 performance that, honestly, I mean, I know it's top 6, but it is nonetheless impressive.
Incredible.
No shot they're going to be happy about it. Absolutely not, but from the outside looking in, I mean, this is a team I think we're going to look forward to paying attention to all year long. Making the best of a bad situation, and of course, the exact same thing can be said for the Guerrillas.
Now the Guerrillas as well, the turnaround story for them. You know, Gunless is somewhere now, a fist raised in the air with elation for his teammates, but it is a truly bittersweet victory again at the loss for Seattle Surge. A complicated scenario emotionally, I would imagine, for most Call of Duty fans, but there you go, mate. Unreal stuff. Seattle Surge, they left everything on that stage, literally, and at times physically. What an unbelievable tournament it has been. Truly a historic one for the league, a historic one for COD fans. I mean, again, for Seattle Surge, tomorrow, it may not be their day, but for the rest of the season, we are real excited to see how far they can go.
And pick your poison on who you want to watch long term, of who you give props to. I mean, Sib in the respawn, playing lights out, dropping 40 in the control. I mean, the walking two-piece in the hard points, especially with the hyper-important rotational gunfights, and even Classic, the substitute, literally making game-winning plays. A seen superstar player for the Guerrillas on the flip side. I mean, tip your hat to both teams. A wild way to finish out this Saturday.
Truly, truly incredible way to finish out the game. Now, we're going to finish out our Scuff play of the game as well. This one goes to LAG. That incredible control round, man. Again, we didn't expect to see a reverse sweeping control. Not too many of those happen here in the COD League. A difficult thing to do. But our Scuff play of the game, this one was unreal. LAG managing to pull it back from the brink. A full-blown reverse sweep, and these final moments, man, what a match this was.
And of course, I mean, it was smart. Again, the substitute players making those plays. He gets inside the point and stops that clock, because even in that 2v8 scenario, Seattle could have gotten, taken care of business, but Guerrillas there, they had the 0-2 comeback into control to make sure they stayed alive in that series, or maybe not stay alive in that moment, but to have that advantage. But I mean, pick a play, pick a moment. I mean, Seattle making the 50-point deficit comeback on the Berlin against one of the best Berlin teams in the game. Wild stuff from both sides, great stuff from the subs. It was honestly pretty cool to see Classic again on the main stage. Yeah. A lot of great takeaways from the day.
Unbelievable. Well, one last takeaway we'll get will be on our main stage. The Game Fuel Victory Spotlight Maven is joined by Slasher. Mate, take it away.
Thank you, boys. Incredible stuff. All right, you've posted on social a couple of times that you've had some unfortunate circumstances in your career. You know, you and Zero are going back and forth on who's the unluckiest player. And how you feeling now, though?
Not feeling so unlucky anymore. Finally getting a little bit of luck on our side. Yeah, just coming out here, you know, having some fun, playing with a fill-in, doing what we can, and we're top 4 now.
I guess first thing I want to hear is just how proud of the team are you, considering the circumstances?
Oh, super proud. I mean, these guys, you know, we're all working hard. We're on 2 days of practice and stuff like that, so we're kind of just winging S&D. We didn't even talk over Bokage search. We're just going through the rounds, each round at a time. And I'm just proud of the fight and the resiliency that we're showing, and yeah.
100%. Well, I guess it's probably one of those things. I think we've seen this before in COD, where it's sort of no pressure. Just go out and play, right?
Oh, yeah. We say it before every match. We have nothing to lose, everything to gain. We take it one match at a time, one map at a time. And we're a new team, young team, fill in, you know what I'm saying? So comms are getting hectic and stuff like that, but we're having fun and we're making the best of it. And so hopefully we can keep going.
I guess the last thing is, maybe I want some honesty. Did you see yourself here at the start of the weekend?
I mean, I knew we were capable of it. Obviously, I don't expect to make it too far with a fill-in, but hey, we're top 4 now.
Yeah,
shoot, maybe we'll go on and win the whole thing. I don't know.
Hey, brother, I'm proud of you. It's been impressive to see. Good luck the rest of the way. As much as I'm, giving you crap, you've had some unfortunate circumstances. I feel good for you. I'm rooting for you. It's very, very cool to see. Well,
thank you.
Back over to Miles and Chance.
Thank you very much, Clint. Wow, what an unbelievable tournament this has been so far. Congratulations once again to LAG. Commiserations to Seattle Surge. We'll see you next time, friends. Mate, speaking of the tournament, We're going to close the show out here. We've sent the desk home, the slackers. Let's have a quick look at the bracket, though, and see how far we've come and how far we've still got to go. An unbelievable event here at Minnesota Rockers Major 2. Look at this. Winners final still to play. FaZe Breach. This is all happening tomorrow. We've still got the Mutineers, the Guerrillas. One of those will be going home, and one of them will be ascending into the grand elimination final before we go all the way to the big end. Big finish, mate. It's going to be something special, brother.
I mean, I'm just thinking how many rookies are on here. We got substitutes players in the mix for the top 4, and then, of course, they're terrors for FaZe. And I got to be honest, man, Atlanta versus Boston, that is going to be a wild matchup. But on top of the fact that even from losers, clearly dangerous teams, I mean, Guerrillas, again, eliminating teams one by one. Adding the scalps to the collection. Maybe Mutineers will be next, or maybe Mutineers can have this be their takeover tournament. They have widened their map pool just a bit, so, I mean, honestly, at this point, it really is a guessing game.
Now you've seen the bracket. Quick look at the schedule now. How's it all going to go down and when? First and foremost at 3 p.m. Eastern, Breach FaZe, followed by Mutineers, Guerrillas, then the elimination final, and of course our Major 2 final presented by Mountain Dew. That is all taking place tomorrow. Wherever you are in the world, set your clocks, get ready to go. And if you don't do that, make sure to scan this QR code. This is for a chance to win your favorite team's pack. This is going to sign you up for our newsletter, the Call of Duty League newsletter. Find out all sorts of goodies, find out about the teams, get yourself involved with all sorts of fun giveaways and all that. You can also visit callofdutyleague.com/stay-connected for a chance to win. Scan the QR code. Last chance is coming off the screen soon. We're going to wrap this bad boy up. What a day it has been, Chance. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us in late into the night. This unbelievable saga of Call of Duty continues. Tomorrow, the grand finals. A few more teams to say goodbye. We crown a champion. On behalf of myself, Chance, the desk, everyone here in Minnesota, thank you. And we will see you all tomorrow for more Call of Duty goodies.